girl. Please. Please. What? You want me to beg? You're the smartest guy I ever met. You're too stupid to see. He made up his mind 10 minutes ago. Do what you're gonna do.
What the fuck? What the fuck is up? Pull them titties out. Take pictures. Take pictures of your titties. If you're over 18. If you're old enough, take pictures of your titties. Take them. Take pictures of them. Take video of them going bouncy, 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 bouncy. Yay, titties! And email them to me. ERIK@hateall.com. Send me those titties. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to take a victory lap on that ass. I'm going to take a victory lap on that ass one more time. One more time up in that shit. Yeah. In that ass. So anyway, I had a good day. I had a victory. Hey, what the fuck, bird? Jesus Christ. God damn. Anyway. Yesterday sucked. Yesterday made me upset. Yesterday frustrated me. Oh, yeah. That's the pop my back needed. I'm going to take the long way home. So yesterday, I don't even remember what the fuck happened yesterday outside of this one event. So the boss man, the boss's boss, he's like, hey, this dude's coming by, and he said the name, but I'm not going to say the name. This dude's coming by and he's going to bring some ice machines. I'm like, huh? Okay. He's like, I don't know. He said ice machines, but I don't know if it's bins or what. I was like, okay. I figured, well, here comes those 3 fucking bins. They're going to take up my goddamn space again. So I'm like sitting there troubleshooting. All right. These 3 bins are probably coming back. So, oh, it's so nice to be in air conditioning. So let me move this pallet that's in this spot. And I figured once those machines get in there, there'll be room for me to, I'll be able to put this long, it's a long, ridiculous skid that I really have no good place for. But if those machines are there taking up floor space, I can put this long skid on top of those. And it's not heavy, it's not going to hurt those machines or whatever. They're pretty much just huge bins with augers in them that keep the ice broken up. So I'm like, all right. So I don't remember. I think I saw the truck backing in. Or no, I heard the truck backing in. I think the dude came up to me and was talking to me, telling me blah, blah, blah. And no, I drove out there on my forklift. And he was like, well, where do you want me to back up? I was like, you gotta get them off both sides. It was a flatbed, big flatbed. And I was like, well, I'll just back it up against, you know, whatever, this thing here, and should be able to get to both sides. Well, as he's backing up, I realize, oh my God, this is like at least a 52-foot flatbed. At least. Yeah, I really think it was longer than 52 feet. It was longer than the longest typical trailer. Tractor trailer, truck that delivers pallets and shit. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It was a big fucking flatbed. So I was wrong. I was fucking wrong. So I was like, God damn it, there's fucking like 8 machines on this motherfucker. Not just 3. And I'm like, God damn it, there's no fucking way I can fit these inside. There's no way. Yeah, get that black smoke, faggot. There's no fucking way that's gonna fit in there. I'm going. Go fuck yourself. Anyway. So, I'm halfway through unloading that. Oh, actually, the very first thing I went to take off was this fucking pallet with a bunch of goddamn fucking panels and shit. It was probably 8 feet wide and 4 feet, actually 4 or 5 feet wide, 8 feet long, and about 4 or 5 feet deep. So I was taking that off, and I'm like, I don't fucking know. It was heavy as fuck. I don't even know if this forklift is going to handle this. And then when I back off with it, I have to come at an angle because I won't be able to maneuver in there because there's just no room. So that was, I'm like, okay. So I was coming off at an angle, and I'm like, I don't know, because if I'm facing exactly at the truck, the front, the flatbed, if I'm facing exactly at if I'm facing forward towards the flatbed in the forklift, the back end of my forklift is lower than the front end. That's the way it slants. I wipe my nose. The top of my nose is all covered in sweat. Everything's covered. I'm completely covered in sweat and dirt. Can't wait to get home and take a shower. But anyway, so as I was backing off, I was pulling the ass of the forklift one way, to come off at an angle, because I had to, because really there's no space to do it any other way. And my left side was the slant, and I'm just in my head, I'm like, I don't know if this is even gonna fucking be possible without fucking tipping. So I told the guy, I'm like, hey man, you're one of my coworkers, you're gonna want to move your truck. He's like, why? Just in case. So a couple guys moved their shit. Nothing foul, because I'm a professional. I'm a professional badass. Bitch. I'm a badass motherfucker. Bitch. But anyway, so I'm pulling the fucking shit off. I'm in a slant a little bit. I'm getting ready to back up. I had to use the propane forklift. It's an integral part to the story, because I was using the propane forklift because it had a few more inches in length. You got to get that length up in that shit. When you're doing that shit, you got to get that length up in that shit. So I was backing up with the propane, and if you're, I don't know if all propane forklifts are like this or just this one. I've never had one do this. But this forklift, if you turn the forklift too far, if you turn the wheel too far to the point where it won't turn anymore, it'll like overexert itself and make itself shut off. And then the gas will cut out. It's kind of funny, from an outside perspective. But when you got heavy shit that could tip on your motherfucking shit, and you're on a goddamn hill to boot, it's really fucking irritating when it fucking stalls out. So I was like, don't do this shit. And I went to start it again. Wow. No, won't turn over. So I put her in neutral and pumped the gas a bit. And meanwhile, fucking 10 inches deep on that brake, just holding that motherfucker down. Got that brake pinned down by its shoulders with my fucking balls deep in that shit. All the pressure on that brake. Trying to turn it over. And then I'm like, oh, because I don't know, maybe the fucking gas is off. I don't know. But I wouldn't have been able to drive it out there that far. Maybe I would have. You can do some driving with the gas that's sitting there. But anyway, the gas in the lines and whatever. No, but the tank was empty. Oh boy, that's fucking great. I never used that thing, so I don't really have any sense of how much gas is left. That thing's usually parked somewhere. So I was like, all right, gotta get the gas key, gotta go get gas, gotta get a different propane tank. We have a couple of them in there. There should be at least one. Now there was one. I thought there was two, but there's one. If I would have realized there was just one, there were two empties in there, I would have had them come swap out those two empties. Because I'm a guy that likes to fucking make sure all the backup plans are there. I slipped on that one. That's my bad. So we get the one out and hook it up. Actually, my boss hooked it up. And he went to turn the gas on, and it was just straight up going. Psst. It's like, okay. So he's fucked with it, and I fuck with it. I don't know. I was like, I don't know how he could have fucked that up, but let me try. No, same thing. Turns out one of the threading on the propane tank side was fucked up, so it won't seal right. That's cool. Either that or the coupling fucking is broken, and it broke when I took it off. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, so the very first thing we're taking off is midair. By the way, it's still midair, and the fucking forklift's on an incline. So I put the emergency brake on, and I'm just looking at the guy that brought all this shit, and I'm like, I take my foot off the brake while we're staring at each other, and he just kind of smiles, and I'm like, like, oh God, like, I don't know, man. I was like, you want to? He's like, well, we'll see if it holds. And then we both kind of just run away, like, bye, fuck you, bye, we're going, bye. So I'm like, all right, let's go get the fucking propane tank. Gotta go get the goddamn key. So, I skipped a whole part of the story there. So up in the air, ran out of gas. It's in the fucking propane cage. It's locked, so let me go get the key. The guy is like, where's the key? I look at my desk, like, there's no key here. I was like, the last place I saw the key, I put it back in Willie's lockbox. That is no longer on Willie's wall because Willie died, and then the lockbox was in dispatch because it's keys to the vehicles that dispatches people in. So that would be the most logical place to put them. I don't really understand why they're not there. They're still not there. But anyway, then that box of keys went in. All the keys were in the executive assistant's office, and then just certain vehicle keys got broken off from that and went into, I don't even know what his position is, went to another one of the admin offices. So somewhere along the way, that propane key's gone. It's just fucking gone. Who the fuck knows where it's at? So that was fun. So then I was like, well, I can get that off. Well, first of all, the lockbox that was in the executive assistant's office that had the backup keys in there, it was locked. And I'm just like, why the fuck would you lock it? Why the fuck would you lock it? She's only here like half the time. Like, what the fuck? Why the fuck would you lock it? It's so stupid. Why? There's no fucking reason to lock that. It's so goddamn dumb. Like, what are you fuckers doing? I just don't understand. I don't understand. Is that same car that's been behind me since 100 years ago? I bet it is. Anyway. God. So, it's locked. And I'm like, well, fuck it. I've got a motherfucking, God damn it, the goddamn saw that spins at like 2,000 revolutions per minute, RPM, or is it 2,000 per second? I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy fast. What's it goddamn called? Why can't I remember the name of this anymore? Grinder. I was like, I got a grinder. I can take that lock off. I got backup padlocks. We can get in that fucking thing. So, I go to my car, get the grinder. Actually, as I'm saying that, he forces the box open. So it's got a lock on it, but it's a shit box. So you can just bend one side in and pop the lock. Smart motherfucker. So we tag team that. We're looking for the key. There's no key. It's not in there. That's infuriating. So I don't know what the fuck happened. Who knows? That lockbox was all over the goddamn place. Who the fuck knows what happens? So I get the grinder, I cut the lock off. Find out there's only one propane tank in there. Didn't I say I was taking the back roads? Whatever. One propane tank in there. So we get that. I carry it about halfway. I'm fucking tired. I'm already tired. I don't want to do this. I don't want to deal with all these goddamn machines. So Paul's like, I'll carry that. Picks it up and goes. I was gonna grab a dolly. Ow. But anyway, so we get the thing on there. It's leaking like a motherfucker. I made my way back to that part of the story. And we're just like, fuck, what do we do? And we were both kind of the same. We both kind of thought the same thing. Fuck it. Let's just get it. Let's just get this fucking thing. Let's just get this fucking thing at least on the ground. maybe the most dangerous thing I've ever done. So it's going psst, and like liquid propane's coming out of the motherfucker, like dripping, like it's building up. It's cold, so it's just kind of drip, 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 drip while it's hissing. I'm like, oh my god. So I jump on the motherfucker. OSHA, this is all fictional. I made all this up. This is just a story. We would never do anything this dangerous. Everything is on the up and up. There's no problems here. But yeah, I get it down. I start to drive. I'm like, where do you want me to put it? And he's like, just see how far you can get. So I just kind of raised my eyebrows, like, all right, let's go. Oh my god, I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow up. Fuck, I'm gonna blow up. So I'm driving. I drove up the parking lot. I go through the gate. I just turn right inside the gate and put it down in front of the wash bay, and then immediately jump off and I shut it off. And then I jumped off and closed that fucking valve, which was freezing as fuck, by the way. Theoretically, in my fictional story, it was cold as fuck. So I leave that fucking forklift there, and I'm like, the rest of it should be fine. It was just this one that was in the middle of the truck, not on the sides, because everything else was, one was on one half of the flatbed, and the other was on the other half of the flatbed. So it was just a stack of shit that was in the middle. So that's all I really needed that propane one for. So fuck that shit. But anyway, so yeah, that was fun. Fictionally fun. So then I finished getting the rest. Now, one of these fucking machines was, I think it was overweight for the forklift, and it was fucking really tall, and it was motherfucking on that incline. Well, that tall one, I backed straight up, I put it down on the ground, and I drove around with it like a 1/4 inch off the ground. I don't give a fuck how much scrapey's going on. That motherfucker is not going in the air. And I got to the part where I go through the gate to the back with it, and they gotta raise it up. I'm like, no. Like, no, you gotta raise it up. And I like leaned over and I was like, why? Like, cause they don't understand. Like, this motherfucker is gonna fall. Like, it's getting ready to fucking fall as I'm driving straight. Like, if I can put this fucker in the air at all, it's gonna fall. So I was like, all right. And then I raised it up a little bit. I go forward almost nothing at all, and it starts to tip. So I lower it down real quick, get it flat back on the ground. Well, as flat as it can get on the ground. So I get that done. Everything after that was easy compared to that one. So we get all the rest of the shit off. I get the second trailer unloaded. That was great. Second trailer gets unloaded. And then I'm like walking around like, where the fuck could I possibly put it? We put like 6 or 7 of them outside the gate where anyone could just reach them, but they're fucking like 1,000 pounds, so good luck moving them. So I'm like looking to see where the fuck I could possibly put them, because I gotta figure this out. There's gotta be somewhere. I gotta do something. So I look, and in between there's a place where there's not very much stuff, and there's shit that's kind of spread out in there because they, quote, get parts off these machines, unquote. But we're not doing that shit anymore. They haven't done it there in at least, I think the whole time I've been there, they've gone out there 3 times for shit. So there's no reason for it. So I just shoved it all back and around and cleared out that whole side in the back today. I brought my weed eater to kill all those weeds, because there's shitload tall weed, like titty high weeds all over. I cleared the whole I cleared out so much of that trashy ass back end. I fit all of those machines back there. Not most of them, all of them. And everyone was happy with me. I sucked my own dick. I gave myself a spanking. I spanked my own ass.